Okay. I think we're good now. And I just looked at myself of me fucking going around. Alrighty. I think we're good. I think we're good. I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened there. We missed the Lions pick. I'm so sorry, but they did take Iowa tight end Sam Laporta. They're going back with the Iowa tight end route. Something they've had success with in the past with T.J. Hawkinson. But now the Las Vegas Raiders, their pick is in. So I'm so sorry about that, guys. I don't know what all that was about. Hold on, let me. I'm so sorry that happened, guys. But anyway, what the hell? There we go. Okay, so we're in commercial break at the moment. And the Raiders pick is officially in at pick 35. Now here's the thing: of the second round, this might fly by. This really might fly by. So again, my apologies about that, guys. Seriously. But now with the Raiders, they took Tyree Wilson in round one, a guy that can sit and develop, maybe even take over for Chandler Jones, who has come off probably his worst year of his career. He's getting up there in age anyway. Here we go. The Raiders pick. And the Las Vegas Raiders select oh, Michael Mayer. Oh my God, I like that. Michael Mayer to the Raiders after they traded Darren Waller in the offseason. I kind of like that. I'm not going to lie. I kind of like that. I mean, Mayer, he was consensus tight end one for the longest time before Dalton Kincaid just came along and just blew everything up. But he is. I mean, they're showing it on ESPN now. He's basically a Jason Witten clone. Like those of you who were with me on the stream last night, they know. Like I was like when the Cowboys were on the clock and Michael Mayer was there, I was like, oh my God, Michael Mayer in Dallas. That's perfect. Like he's literally Jason Witten. Now, him going to the Raiders, though, ironically, also a former team that Jason Witten used to play for. I kind of like that. There's nothing that he really like excels at. He's just a really reliable pass catcher. He's a better blocker than Dalton Kincaid. He's still not the greatest run blocker in the world, but he's really just a high floor guy that's going to be reliable on day one. Probably not going to be like the best tight end from this class a few years from now, but definitely in year one, he will be the best tight end in this class after the rookie year. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in this draft, the Los Angeles Rams are officially on the clock, but we're not going to see their pick until they get back from commercial break. Oh my gosh. We're only like 4 picks in and we're already. Hold on. Where is. There we go. And then there's that. Alrighty. So. Here we go. We're in commercial break right now. Now, I will say, I mean, this won't really happen until tomorrow night. And the pick is in for the Rams, by the way. this won't happen until tomorrow, but tomorrow is when we'll actually get picks announced during commercial breaks, which is nice. So I don't have to bitch about it going to commercial because it's like we're still going to get the draft picks even during commercials, which is nice. Probably not going to happen tonight, at least not until the third round, but still though. Now the Rams have officially made their selection, their first pick of the draft, pick 36, and honestly, based on the guys available, there's one guy that's a perfect scheme fit that came to my mind, and that's BJ Ojulari. Like, he would be a perfect fit there. He could be like what they had for a while in Leonard Floyd. But we're going to have to wait and see in a bit. So, the Los Angeles Rams, a team that seemingly is blowing it up and rebuilding after having the whole F them pick strategy a couple of years ago, a strategy that worked. It won them a Super Bowl. And I will never knock a team for prioritizing winning a Super Bowl over the future. But I also have been on record saying, like, there's risk involved in that. And you saw that risk last year when you make all these moves to get these superstar talents and you just give away all these draft picks. Well, what happens when those superstar talents get hurt? And you didn't have enough draft picks to get enough good depth. And you saw what happened last year. They went, 5-12 last year, dead last in the division, if not third. I think they were dead last, actually. Yeah, because the Cardinals were worse than them. So they weren't worse, but they might as well have been. But that's the problem with the whole F them pick strategy, and they're starting to pay the price for that. So here they are. Actually, next year they'll finally have a first round pick. So that will be history because that will be their first round pick since 2016 when they took Jared Goff number 1 overall. But that's not until next year, 2024. But here we are, their first round pick, their first pick of the draft, 36 overall, and here it is. Who is that coming out to announce the pick? Oh my gosh, it's Torry Holt. Yeah, it's Torry Holt. This is always cool just to see who it is that comes out and announces these picks. Torry Holt announces, Steve Avila. They get a guard. I thought that would have been a perfect opportunity. Hold on. What the hell? Oh, there we go. I thought that would have been a perfect opportunity to get BJ Ojulari. But Steve Avila, he's one of the better guards in this class. And in a class that doesn't have like the greatest offensive line depth to it, hey man, getting a guy like Steve Avila at the top of the second, I'm not going to knock them for that at all. But I will say though, over guys like Osiris Torrance, who is still on the board, he's another guy where it's just like, I don't get why he's still available. But, Seattle. Seattle's pick is officially in. I just thought of Osiris Torrance in Seattle. That'd be fun. But they desperately... This could also be a BJ Ojulari landing spot. BJ Ojulari in Seattle, that would just be dumb. That'd be stupid, bro. In like a good way, I should say. It'd be stupid in a good way. And hold on one second. And bada bing, bada boom. Willis guys in the room. How you doing? So, that was fast. Yeah, like I said, this is going to be fast. So the Seahawks pick is finally in. And the Seattle Seahawks select Derek Hall. Okay. So they did go defensive line, like I said they should have. And they took a guy that does make a lot of sense for them. Because, hold on 1 second. So Derek Hall out of Auburn, he's 6'6", 255 pounds, a 34.5-inch wing arm length. Some guys, he's very polarizing because there are some people in the pre-draft process that like Derek Hall. And the Colts just traded their pick with the Atlanta Falcons. Ooh. The Colts just traded back with the Atlanta Falcons at pick 38. Ooh. But yeah, Derek Hall was a very polarizing player in the pre-draft process. You either loved Derek Hall or you hated Derek Hall. There never seemed to be any in between with him. But I think he went to a really good spot in Seattle. A team that really does need help on the interior. Or just really across the defensive line entirely. But now Atlanta trading up with the Indianapolis Colts. And hold on 1 second. There we go. Here we go. Oh. It's not. There we are. And the pick is in for the Atlanta Falcons. The Carolina Panthers are on the clock at pick 39. There we go. So the Carolina Panthers, not the Panthers, the Falcons. Alrighty. And, oh, come on, don't lag on me now. Godly. Oh man, we might miss this pick again because Hulu's deciding to screw with me. All right, the Atlanta Falcons, their pick is in. And it's Matthew Bergeron. Well, there's the last good offensive tackle. There's pretty much the last good one off the board. And he goes to the Atlanta Falcons. Matthew Bergeron out of Syracuse. There we are. Oh. Sorry. Let's boom. There we go. Matthew Bergeron. So, I mean, we all know Arthur Smith's offense really prioritizes on running the football. And that shows with their draft pick so far. Drafting Bijan Robinson at pick 8. And then trading up to get really the last tackle in this class you feel comfortable starting day one in Matthew Bergeron. And every team that needs a tackle at this point is, like, desperately needs a tackle is pissed. because the only really other one I can think of is maybe Cody Mock at North Dakota State, but he's more of a guy you feel comfortable at guard more than anything. Other than that, there's really nobody else at guard that a team would feel comfortable with if they had to start right away. Because, like, as far as the offensive tackles go, because you have Tyler Steen, Jordan McFadden, I mean, Blake Freeland, but these are like day 3 guys. Jalen Duncan, like, these are guys that you feel comfortable like as backup pieces on day 3. So here we are, the Carolina Panthers. Here we go. The Carolina Panthers on the clock. And make a change to that. Alrighty. The pick is in for the Carolina Panthers. Who could this be? Who could this be? Let's see here in a second. So they have Bryce Young. And then, hold on, let me pull up the Hour Lads real quick. And it's not going to matter because we're at a commercial break right now, so I can at least... Come on, you son of a bitch. Everything's so slow today. I don't know why everything is so slow. Carolina Panthers. I wonder, does Our Lads update something? They do. Yes. Oh, yay. Thank you, Our Lads. So, let's see here. Because you traded DJ Moore, but you signed Adam Thielen, DJ Chark. So you're good there. I feel pretty comfortable with what you have on the offensive line. I mean, you could go something with guard. Osiris Torrance could be fascinating. What about on the defensive side of the ball? See, corner, you got J.C. Horn, Xavier Woods. I feel good about the secondary at the moment. D-line. What are some good defensive linemen for them? We're going to find out in a second, actually. Keanu Benton could be a lot of fun. Siaki Ika, Gervin Dexter could be a... Oh, here we go. Jonathan Stewart announcing the pick. So the Carolina Panthers, we're done speculating. The Panthers select... Oh, they got Jonathan Mingo. Shit. Oh, fuck. That's so good. I was like, there's not good. They're not gonna take a receiver. Why would they take a receiver? And they take a guy that is inconsistent, I will say, but has so much explosiveness that has the ability to be unlocked. I don't know how much he's going to play year 1 because they not just signed Adam Thielen, but they also signed DJ Chark in the offseason. They still got Laviska Shenault. Jonathan Mingo could be a really good, not deep threat for them, but he is kind of like a guy that you can eventually like fit in as a number 2. I don't trust Jonathan Mingo as like a guy that can ever be a number 1, but he could be a really good number 2, an awesome number 3, as a guy who has he has really good ball skills. Watch some of his highlights. Like, he makes some incredible catches. One-handed catches, contested catches are insane. The problem is he's very inconsistent with those things. So that's why he's viewed as a second-round guy and not a first-round guy. But, hey, man, he just went to a really good spot. That's fun. Jonathan Mingo to the Carolina Panthers. That's a lot of fun. Shit, I was hoping he'd fall. I really was hoping he would fall to New England. Because he was a guy that a lot of Patriots fans were like, let's hope we get him. But now the New Orleans Saints on the clock at pick 40. And hold on one second. And it's pick 24. There we go. Oh, that's not. And the pick is in for the New Orleans Saints. Who could they go after they took Brian Brzee? They took Brian Brzee in the first round. They're a team that really just needs anything. Receiver help. I could totally see them going receiver here. Because Michael Thomas, you never know what he could do. Josh Downs could be fun. Ooh, Cedric Tillman. Some people, there are people that like Jalin Hyatt, but he's just too much of like a risk for me. Like, Jalin Hyatt is a guy that is too much risk for me. I don't feel comfortable with taking a guy like Hyatt. Because speed is his game and really nothing else. I mean, you could just watch a Tennessee game and know, like, all right, all this guy is speed and nothing else. And then he only went to the combine and only ran like a 4.4. It's like, okay, well, you're fast, but apparently not as fast. But here we go. The New Orleans Saints. I could totally see this being a receiver. Roman Harper announcing the pick for the Saints. See, this is what I'm talking about. The speeches. The speeches. I don't like the speeches, man. You came here for one job and one job only, and that's to announce the fucking pick. Don't. Here we go. The New Orleans Saints. I could see this being a receiver for sure. No, they stick on the D-line. Isaiah Foskey. Wow. Hold on. Isaiah Foskey to the New Orleans Saints. Makes sense. I mean, Foskey made some good noise at the Senior Bowl. I mean, is he really the best edge rusher available? Ojulari's still there. Tuli Peloto's still there. I mean, yeah, Foskey. I mean, outside of those two guys, Foskey was the best available. I mean, I like the idea. I mean, like I said, the Saints are a team that just, they need anything. They need really just anything. So, taking two defensive linemen to try and bulk up a pass rush, try and make something a strength, and just pick one position group and focus on it. I don't hate that strategy at all. And they got two solid guys. They did really get two solid guys. Will they ever be elite guys? Brzee maybe, but I can't see Foskey as being like this true game changer. But like I said, it's like, don't try and sprint if you're not able to even walk. So the New Orleans Saints, they're just trying to build something. Now the Arizona Cardinals, after trading down, and we're in commercial break. Dope. I'm so I'm so upset about Jonathan Mingo, man. Well, I'm not like super upset about it because there's other receivers that the Patriots can still get that I really really like. But yeah, I'm still expecting them to take an edge rusher. Could this be BJ Ajolari? Could this be Tui Tuipulotu? What about in the interior? Yeah, Adetabia Debawore could be really fun, man. He really could be fun. And like I can't wait for that. I just need someone to come out and just try, like if you're one of these presenters, you're hoping your team doesn't draft Adetabia Debawore because you're going to look at that name on the card and they're going to butcher the shit out of it. I know for sure they will. All right, so the Cardinals took Paris Johnson in the first round. They ugh. This has to be a defensive lineman of some sort or an edge rusher of some sort. If not that, corner. And the two guys that come to my mind are Tyreek Stevenson and Cam Smith. And the pick is in for the Arizona Cardinals. I mean, they could definitely go running back, but I don't know. When you have so many holes in your defense, I don't get the point in going running back. I could see them like getting a really good starter in the third round or the fourth. They could go they could go interior on the line. Actually, Torrance, Joe Titman. I mean, Rodney Hudson is. Did he retire or is he still playing? Hold on one second. Let's look at this interior. Yeah, Rodney Hudson's retired. I mean, in this interior, you got Elijah Froholt. Yeah, I don't feel comfortable with Froholt being your starting center going into the year. This could be Joe Titman. If not a defensive lineman, it's Joe Titman. Because I'm thinking like you can get someone like an edge rusher because there are still some decent ones later on that you could probably get in the third round or even trade back into the second to get someone if they fall. I don't know it because if you need like a starting center, Joe Titman's not going to be on the board very long. I can't imagine. And here we go. The Arizona Cardinals. Aeneas Williams announcing the pick. And hold on one second. The Cardinals selecting BJ Ajolari. There we go. They finally get an edge rusher. He was a guy that I thought should have gone to the Rams because he would have been such a good fit. And now if Ajolari pans out, the Rams will be kicking themselves because they're going to have to play against them twice a year. But yeah, like they passed up the opportunity to get Will Anderson in the first round. It really passed up the opportunity to get Tyree Wilson also. So they needed an edge rusher of some sort, and Ajolari was by far and away the best edge rusher left on the board. 16 and a half sacks in his career at LSU. Yeah, he was the best available guy. There we go. Oh, and the pick is in for the Packers, bro. We're just flying. We're flying through these. Now the Green Bay Packers. Could this be a wide receiver? Maybe. Maybe this is a wide receiver potentially. The Packers and then the Jets are immediately after. Oh, they're fast. This is going fast. Shit. Shit. So the Green Bay Packers. And it's Luke Musgrave. Okay. I don't hate that. Robert Tonyan left in the offseason. You have a big hole at tight end. What's his name? Who's like 40 years old, has been in the league forever. Oh shit, why am I blanking? That guy, that tight end for the Packers for a long time. Mercedes Lewis, he's gone. Yeah, he's a big guy. Like his type of tight end is weird because you don't get a lot of these tight ends that are built like receivers but prefer to run block. You don't really get a lot of those tight ends anymore that are like, oh yeah, I want to be a run blocker even though I'm built like this, like the Travis Kelce's of the world. But, great. My stream froze again. My God, stop. Stop with this. That's not what I wanted to pick. That's not. God damn it. And there we go. Shit. Alrighty. Alrighty. There we are. And the pick is in for the New York Jets already. Gosh, what the hell, bro? That's interesting. Now that I think about that, Luke Musgrave went off the board before Michael Mayer did. The Jets here, because Matthew Bergeron's off the board. Who do you go here? Do you just say fucking go Cody Mock? Is this maybe a corner? Like, who could this? I don't even know who this could be. I genuinely don't know who the fuck this could be from the New York Jets. It's a matter of wait and see, I guess. DeBrickashaw Ferguson announcing it for the Jets. And the pick is in, and it's Joe Tippmann. I was literally, in my mind, I was like, maybe it's Joe Tippmann. And they just say, we need to get a center. But wait, they just re-signed Connor McGovern, though. Huh. So you re-signed Connor McGovern, but you still draft Joe Tippmann, who's a center through and through. Do they try to put him at guard? I feel like he can play guard, but unless they want to put Connor McGovern at guard. That's weird that you draft a true center and when you just re-signed your starting center last year. That's very odd to me. Oh my god, my fucking stream, man. It's ridiculous. Here we go. The Indianapolis Colts. Colts are now in the clock. Are they going to get a receiver for Anthony Richardson to throw the ball to in the future? Or are you fucking kidding me? Dude, Hulu. What is going on with you today? Hulu. Fucking chill. Hulu, I don't get it. Help me help you. There we go. The pick is in for the Colts. And then there we are. The Indianapolis Colts drafting Anthony Richardson. Are they going to get a receiver to help him? Or a pass catcher of some sort? Do they go offensive lineman? An offensive line that was really bad last year. They dealt with a lot of injuries last year. Could this be O'Cyrus Torrence? I don't envision seeing a tackle for a while here, guys, because there is a massive drop-off after Matthew Bergeron went off the board. Alrighty, so we're just waiting for the Colts pick to come in. It's a matter of why it's taking them so long. Bro. It's day 2. I didn't think we'd have to fucking worry about this. Secondary could be a need for them. What's the state of the Colts secondary, actually, now I think about it? Ooh, Dallas Flowers and Isaiah Rodgers are their starting corners outside on the outside. Well, Julian Blackmon and Rodney Thomas. All right, that's fine. They could go corner here. This could be Could this be Tyreek Stevenson, maybe? When my fucking stream starts lagging. Oh, it's Julius Brents. They do go corner. They do, in fact, go corner. But it's not Tyreek Stevenson. It's Julius Brents. He's a big fucking corner, too. I literally was just thinking about that the last second. I was like, they could go corner here. And Julius Brents, he's a big guy. He's 6'3", 200 pounds. Is he the tallest corner in this class? I think he actually is. At 6'3", he is the tallest corner in the class. A lot more fluid for a guy that size. But Julius Brents to the Indianapolis Colts. I'm shocked it's not Tyreek Stevenson. I'm shocked that Julius Brents was taken over Tyreek Stevenson. Is it a situation of, oh, the Packers traded the pick to the Detroit Lions? The Lions, bud. The rare interdivision trade. The Detroit Lions are now on the clock. Hold on one second. And then, there we go. So the Detroit Lions, after having the weirdest first round the absolute weirdest first round I've probably ever seen in my life, trading down from the 6th overall pick that they originally had to then go and get Jahmyr Gibbs at pick 12, and then spending the 18th overall pick on Dan Campbell, a middle linebacker out of Iowa. I mean, I don't know what the fuck happened with Brad Holmes, but that was a brutal first round that didn't make a lick of sense to me. Maybe they can right the ship with this. Like, this pick at pick 45, like, they could have gotten Jack Campbell here if they really wanted to. Like, shit, they could have gotten Jahmyr Gibbs here if they wanted to, if he would have been available. But they for sure would have gotten Jack Campbell. So, the Lions, they already took Sam Laporta at pick 34. This constant lagging in this fucking stream is pissing me off. I don't get it. Who could they possibly go with here? I mean, they missed out on corner earlier. Could this be Tyreek Stevenson? I like that. I like the idea of Tyreek Stevenson here in Detroit a lot. Because I know they invested in corner a bit in the offseason, but they just traded Jeff Okudah to Atlanta. And hold on. What the hell? There we go. Everything's so slow today. I don't know why. But here are their starting corners. Emmanuel Mosley, Cameron Sutton. Oh, they did sign Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Actually, I think they'll be fine at corner. Though they can draft like someone like Cam Smith as a developmental piece. Or safety help. Kirby Joseph. Tracy Walker's up there in age. Brian Branch, though he is kind of redundant with Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Jartavius Martin would be an interesting one. I mean, because edge pieces, they don't really have a true number 2 outside of Aiden Hutchinson. Tui Pelotu, maybe. He's really the only guy I feel comfortable with taking in the second round of the edge guys still left. Here we go with Detroit. Come on. Come on. Here we go. The Detroit Lions, a pick 45. I've seen a lot of Roger Goodell for some reason. I don't know why. Detroit Lions select. Oh, they do go Brian Branch. So I'm stupid. I'm the stupid one. They do end up going Brian Branch. And who's still there. Credit to him. He is still in Kansas City in the green room. He wanted his chance to walk the stage. And there we are. Brian Branch. I thought they wouldn't take him. I figured they'd take a defensive back or a safety. I didn't think they would take him because I figured he would be too redundant with Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Unless they want to try him as a free safety, though he does have that versatility. Though so does Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. But I just think they looked at it at 45. Oh, man, and they took him right before New England. You knew New England would have loved to have Brian Branch. You know New England would have killed to have Brian Branch on their football team, man. But he just goes right before them. And now the New England Patriots at pick 46. A team that's historically, over the past couple drafts, traded up in the second round. Hasn't been the case here. Do they trade back, maybe? Potentially. But the New England Patriots, after they absolutely stole... Nope, the pick is in for the New England Patriots. The New England Patriots, after they completely stole Christian Gonzalez. Christian Gonzalez falling right into their lap at pick 17 after they traded back with the Pittsburgh Steelers. They traded back 3 slots, gained an extra 4th-round pick, and still got arguably the best corner in the draft. And I can imagine with pick 46, this could be an offensive skill player of some sort. This could be a wide receiver. This could be a tight end. You're looking at maybe a Darnell Washington, maybe. Jonathan Mingo was a guy that a lot of Patriots fans wanted, but he went off the board to Carolina. I mean, there's no real edge rushers left on this board. I mean, unless actually Adetomiwa Adebawore would be fucking nasty. I mean, if they wanted Lucas Van Ness and they just missed out on him, but if they wanted Lucas Van Ness, then Adetomiwa Adebawore could absolutely be a phenomenal scheme fit. But I envision it being a wide receiver or some kind of skill player. And, I mean, Josh Downs is right there. Cedric Tillman would be a great jump ball guy. Jaden Reed could be a fun deep threat. Tight end, Darnell Washington still there. This is going to be interesting of who this could be. I anticipate it, unless it's Cody Mock, which, I mean, he'd be good depth, but I don't know if I feel comfortable with the idea of taking him in the second round over the guys that are currently on the board. But here we go. The pick is in for the Patriots. I'm not as nervous as I was last night, but I'm still pretty nervous. This could be interesting. If it's Darnell Washington, I would be ecstatic. If it's Washington, Downs, Tillman, I would be ecstatic. Or even like another guy like an A.T. Perry or a Jaden Reed. those guys would be insane. Is that Sebastian Vollmer? It fucking is Sebastian Vollmer. Holy shit, here we go. Here we go, baby. Here we go. And that's the thing. Like, if Brian Branch was here at 46, you knew New England would have been all over him, too. Ooh. If they go safety, they could go Jatavius Martin. And here we go. The 46th pick, the Patriots select Keion White. And there's Bill Belichick. There he is. There he is. I mean, it's better than taking him in the first. It's better than taking him in the first, though. I will say, he would be best in a system in the NFL level that does run a lot of stunts. Like, Keion White is like the ultimate tweener. I mean, hey, it's at least they didn't take him in the first round. Am I disappointed by that? A tad bit. I'm not gonna lie. Because I looked at Keion White and I was like, God damn it, Belichick he's gonna draft him at some fucking point, isn't he? Like, honestly, like, had we drafted him in like the third round, I would have been like okay with it. And even now, I'm just like, nah. I'm like, I don't hate it. I'm just kind of indifferent to it. But he is going to a team that does run a lot of stunts. Like, they were like, what, second in the league in stunts last year run? So, you know, the idea of Keion White. Oh, shit. Washington's already on. Okay, wait a minute. God, I'm going to have to keep up with this fast. The Commanders. I'm shocked New England didn't go like a receiver of some sort. Well, or there's Jatavius Martin. Like, what was wrong with Jatavius Martin? What was wrong with him? Unless New England is like okay with the idea of like just running Jalen Mills at free safety and see what he can do there. But like, damn. Damn. Like, oh, let's move that over. But shit, like, okay. Because, like, look, as far as Jatavius Martin goes, that's now two secondary players that the Washington Commanders have drafted. And, hold on. That's the second secondary player. Emmanuel Forbes in the first round. Jatavius Martin here. And outside of Brian Branch, he was probably the best safety available. He was probably the best safety in this class outside of Brian Branch. At least one you feel comfortable with starting. Because all these other guys are like this safety class, let's just keep it a buck, is not very good. But like, I don't know, man. Like, with the offensive skill guys there and Keion and like Jatavius Martin, I don't know, man. Like, it's like Keion White's fine. Like, it's fine. He at least fits what they want to do. Like, he'll be good as like a crasher for stunts, but hold on, I need to plug my computer in real quick. Like, Keion White would be good as a crasher on stunts, but he also is like, he's too undersized to really play inside the tackle. Like, he's not, like, he's the typical too big to play edge rusher, not big enough to play defensive tackle, but like, and by the way, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, at pick 48, And there's Cody Mock. I mean, hey, it's something for them. Like I said, this is not a great Keon White. Okay. There. So Cody Mock, he was really like the last offensive lineman period that you feel comfortable start. Like every other offensive lineman in this draft, as far as tackles go, you don't really feel that comfortable with as guys that can maybe start. Like they're all gone now. Like if you want to tackle, like you're drafting for backups now. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they've had a glaring hole on the offensive line. Like all you really have is Tristan Wirfs and not a whole lot else. Like that offensive line was sneakily like one of the worst offensive lines in the NFL last year. Hold on. I'm sorry, man. Keon White, bro. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. But Keon White, bro. Come on, man. Out of all the offensive guys, you went with Keon White, bro. Uh, whatever. I'll get over it. By the time the third round is around, I'll probably be over it by then. But ladies and gentlemen, the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers pick is in. Haven't seen a whole lot of trades so far. Let me hold on. Alrighty. So, when's the Patriots' next pick? That we don't pick till the third round, do we? Unless we trade up. Like there's a chance that New England could trade up at some point. They have 10 draft picks left. They have the capital to do it. I'm just saying. But Keon White. Keon White, man. And he's 24. He's 24. Like why? Again, it's either him in the second round or him in the first. If we had taken him in the first, I'd have lost my fucking shit. But now I'm just indifferent to him. What? There's a show of Steve Harvey as a judge? That's fucking stupid. Why is this a thing? Why the fuck is this a thing? God damn it. Okay. Why is that a thing? But anyway, the pick is in for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and let's see, they got their big need at tackle. They got their nepotism pick in Joey Porter. And then alrighty, we're still in commercial break. This is upsetting. Alrighty, come on now. Come on now. Let's get this show on the road. Let's get this puppy on the road, please. They're showing the Ring of Honor for the Chiefs. Cool, but like I don't care. Okay. Oh, here we go. That was fast. Who the Steelers take? Keanu Benton. Ooh. Oh, okay. 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 Keanu Benton to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I like that because I don't think they have any interior guys. I mean, they're set at edge rushers, obviously, with Watt and Highsmith. But like as far as interior guys, they don't really have anybody. I mean, they have Cameron Hayward still, but he's up there in age. Other than that, they have Martavis Adams, Larry Ogunjobi, who they signed. I mean, they drafted DeMarvin Leal last year. They they don't have really anybody on that defensive interior. So getting a guy like Keanu Benton, who offers a really pretty good upside as a pass rusher and as a run defender, and we're just flying through this shit. Green Bay, their pick is in. And then the Green Bay Packers. Oh, the Packers took Jaden Reed. Golly. Wow. Brian Gutekunst. Oh wait, I hit the wrong one. Shit. There we go. Jaden Reed to the Green Bay Packers. Wow, Brian Gutekunst is evolving. He's evolving. He is not the typical receiver they go after. They usually they always go after you gotta be at least 6'2" in order to be a receiver for us. Jaden Reed's only 5'10". He's 5'10". He was one of the better deep threats in college football at Michigan State. A better route runner than someone would expect from him. A better contested catch guy than people expect from him. I like that for the Green Bay Packers. He offers an element that they don't have. I really like that. I really, really like that for the Green Bay Packers. Brian Gutekunst is evolving. And Miami, holy shit, we're just going through this shit. The Miami Dolphins, their first pick of the draft. And I have to find Miami's logo. Holy shit, wait. Where is it? There it is. So the Miami Dolphins, their first pick of this draft, and it's Cam Smith. It's Cam Smith. Now, obviously, corner out of South Carolina State. Obviously, some people are going to look at that and be like, why? You traded for Jalen Ramsey in the offseason? But, did they get rid of Byron Jones? They did. They got rid of Byron Jones. They traded for Jalen Ramsey. They still have Xavier Howard. But when you look past those guys, they don't really have a lot of depth. I mean, they have Noah Igbenogany. Keon Crosson's okay. Justin Bethel's more of a special teams guy. And Cam Smith is a guy that if you do eventually choose to let someone like even a Jalen Ramsey walk at the end of his contract because you're not able to afford him, then Cam Smith is like a developmental guy that you can just, because he's not ready to be a starter right away, he's a nice developmental piece that you can have him sit behind two of those guys, and those are two really good corners to sit and learn behind. And then if some point you can't afford to pay either Howard or Ramsey, you put him in there. And Seattle, Jesus Christ, we're flying through this shit. We are really just, we're not stopping for anybody. The Seattle Seahawks at pick 52. Seattle Seahawks. Zach Charbonnet. Huh. It wouldn't be Seattle if they didn't just pull one out of left field. Zach Charbonnet. Running back out of UCLA. They kind of did this last year when they kind of shocked everyone by taking Kenneth Walker in the second round. But he could be a really nice guy. Zach Charbonnet is just one of those running backs where it's just like he's all around just sound. He's not a guy that's going to be like this incredible athlete. He's never going to be a true like number one running back. And guess what? He's going to a team where he doesn't have to. I mean, they let Rashad Penny walk in the offseason. They're letting Kenneth Walker be the number one back. Zach Charbonnet can be a really good RB2 for them. It's a good pick. I'm not like up in arms happy about it because there are definitely some running backs that are better. But as far as like Seattle, who doesn't really need a number one back, but needs like a guy that is reliable that they can put on the field, give Kenneth Walker some rest, and put a guy on the field that they know is not going to fuck anything up. Zach Charbonnet was probably the best option they could have gone with. I mean, unless, yeah, outside of him, there's really nobody else that I feel comfortable in that regard. That's just solid. I mean, Tyjae Spears is better. You can make the argument Dwayne McBride is better, but like, I don't know what they want to be in that system. I don't mind the idea of Zach Charbonnet in Seattle. Now Chicago. All right, their pick is in, but thankfully we're in commercial break, so we can just relax for a second. This is the first time I'm happy about a commercial break because fucking A. Fucking A. We were just firing off, man. We were just firing off with little to no breaks. And who does Chicago Bears take? They drafted Darnell Wright. I mean, corner definitely could be an option for them. They drafted Kyler Gordon last year, but they don't really have anybody else outside of him. Tyreek Stevenson is still on the board. What is up with this Tyreek Stevenson fall? I don't understand what the Tyreek Stevenson fall is all about. Like, he's a good man-to-man corner, a really good man-to-man corner. He's physical. He's a willing run defender. I don't get why teams are just choosing not to pass on Tyreek Stevenson unless this is him. If not, I mean, Detroit's there at 55. I would love to see Tyreek Stevenson in Detroit. Wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't that be a lot of fun? I mean, who else could that possibly be for the Bears? They took Darnell Wright. Tuipulotu could be interesting for them. Tight end, outside of Cole Kmet, who they really have? They have Cole Kmet. Oh, they signed Robert Tonyan, I forgot. All right, well, they're okay at tight end. Yeah, edge room. That whole defensive line really leaves a lot to be desired. Yeah, because who? I mean, Tui Tui Pelotu is the best guy as far as the edge guys go. D Lyman, Adetabi Debbie Warrior is still there. I mean, Matt Eberflus, the head coach there. Gervin Dexter could be an interesting one. Like, Gervin Dexter could be a fascinating pick. Whoever gets Gervin Dexter is going to be so fascinating. All right, I know I said I was happy about going to commercial break, but now I'm just kind of like over it. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Right on cue. Right on cue. All right, so the pick is in for the Chicago Bears. Musical performances, bro. They're inconvenient. Alrighty, so the Bears at 53. Let's see who this could be. Oh, we got Devin Hester in the building. We got Devin Hester in the building, baby. I was just talking about Gervin Dexter. I was just talking about him too. I was literally just talking about whatever team gets Gervin Dexter, it's going to be so fascinating. And right as I was talking about him, he goes. Gervin Dexter to the Chicago Bears. So, Gervin Dexter, just to give you a slight rundown on Gervin Dexter, he's 6'5", 310 pounds. He's huge. He is fucking huge. He's probably the best, one of, if not the best athlete of any of the interior guys here. Like, just raw athleticism, he's outstanding. The problem is his first step, and you will notice this when you watch him, it's hard to miss. His first step is horrendous. Like, it is, the ball is snapped, everyone in the offense is moving, everyone in the defense is moving, and he is just standing fucking still. I don't know why that is. I don't know if that's something with his brain. I don't know if that's something with what he was coached. If he just has a slow reaction time, I don't know. If that could be something he could be coached into doing, having a good first step, I think it can be possible. But if he can get that down pat, because here's the thing, like, even with the bad first step at Florida, he was still dominating guys and still winning like crazy just because of how great of an athlete he is. So, and the Chargers pick is in. Like, Gervin Dexter, that's funny. And here we go. The Chargers, where is their shit? Here we go. The Los Angeles Chargers. Their pick is in. Who could this be? They took, oh shit. Who'd they take? They took Quentin Johnston in the first round. Tui Tui Pelotu. There we go. There we go. I was wondering when he was going to go. And there's really the last edge rusher you feel comfortable taking in the second. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, they need some edge help. Khalil Mack's not getting any younger. And because let's look at their depth chart real quick. The Chargers, who they have? I mean, Mac. They have Morgan Fox there, Sebastian Joseph Day. Yeah, as far as like edge rushers go, Khalil Mack, like I said, is getting up there. I forgot they signed Eric Kendricks. And outside of really the two guys, Bosa and Mack, I mean, you got Chris Rumpf, you got you got Tyreek Max Maddox Williams. Like there is outside of those top two studs, Ty Shelby. Outside of those top two studs, you got nothing behind them. Like if one or both those guys get hurt, you got nothing coming off of the edge. And Tui Pelotu can at least offer you a somewhat decent floor to put him in there and not look out of place. So I like that for the Chargers. I really do. Now the Kansas City Chiefs. First time we've seen a team come up on the graphic here, and their clock is still ticking down. They have not put in a pick yet. About goddamn time, which probably means they're probably trying to shop it. that's really what that means. Like literally the Chiefs, I of the belief that the Kansas City Chiefs should not be allowed to have draft picks. They could draft literally anyone. Literally anyone, and it won't matter because they'll still be the best team in the AFC. It will not matter whatsoever. They took Felix Anaduke-Uzama with the last pick of the first round last night, and my God, that was annoying. That was annoying to watch. Oh my God, they could go wide receiver here because they lost Juju, and the pick is officially in for the Kansas City Chiefs. And it's a matter of who it is. I can't believe I called Gervin Dexter to the Bears. Like, and I did it on accident too. Oh my God, who could the Chiefs take? They could I could see them taking a wide receiver here. Oh my God. Let me see who's available. Jalen Hyatt could be. I know I was kind of like softly ripping on Jalen Hyatt earlier. He could be an excellent fit in Kansas City. He really could be. Because outside of him, I mean, Marvin Mims could also be a really fascinating pick here. I mean, we know they love speed, so Raheem Jarrett could be also another option here. They don't really need any slot guys because they drafted Sky Moore last year. So, man, I'm excited for whoever gets Michael Wilson or Cedric Tillman. Josh Downs is still on the board. Wow. I will say that is surprising. As much as I like Jaden Reed, I'm kind of surprised he went off the board before Josh Downs did. And we're still in commercial break, man. What the fuck? What the fuck, man? How many times is this going to be a thing? I wonder if we can get it. Because I have the draft tracker on my phone as well. Man, we only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, including this one, 9 picks left in this first round. This second round has flown by, man. It really has. I'm not complaining about it. I'm pleasantly surprised. Here we go. Come on. Don't lag on me now. Here we go. The Kansas City Chiefs. Here we go. It literally does not matter. Who knows? They're probably going to take someone I really fucking like, and I'm going to be so upset. I'll be so upset because they're going to take someone I'm going to love. Never mind, they took Rashee Rice instead. Okay. What? Wait. Oh my gosh, I can make fun of the Chiefs for a little bit. Yay. So with Josh Downs, Cedric Tillman, shit, even Jalen Hyatt still on the board, which would have been a great fit. They take Rashee Rice instead out of SMU? Why? Because here's the thing about Rashee Rice. Rashee Rice, before the pre-draft process, was probably the most overrated player in that process because he was a guy that got a lot of hype before the Senior Bowl as like, oh, he's like a legit top 10 wide receiver in this class. He's a top 5 guy. He's a guy that you wouldn't, if he slips into the second round, you're crazy. This was before the Senior Bowl. But then you watch his film, you're like, all right, he's 6'1". He's slow. He's terrible at separating. He's not good against press man. He was dog shit against press man. The only redeemable quality about him is that he's an excellent jump ball guy. That's it. That was all that was good to him. So you think about a guy who was an excellent jump ball guy, but not a great route runner, not a great speed, didn't have a lot of speed, was slow, was not good at separating whatsoever. Oh, and the Bears are back up. I will let the Bears make their pick, and then I'll talk about Rashee Rice for a second, a little more, because that perplexes me. Finally, Tyreek Stevenson is off the board. Oh my gosh. To the Chicago Bears, finally. But let me finish my point about Rashee Rice, and I'll talk about Tyreek Stevenson. Rashee Rice, he's slow, not tall enough to be a true jump ball guy, but he's an excellent jump ball guy, but not tall enough to be a consistent one. Slow, not a good route runner, gets knocked off his routes easily, can't create separation worth a damn. What does that remind you of? N'Keal Harry. I think the Kansas City Chiefs just drafted N'Keal Harry is basically what it is. But the Chicago Bears. So I do not like that pick for the Kansas City Chiefs. But a pick that I do like is that hold on. A pick that I do like, there we go, was a pick that the Chicago Bears just made in drafting Tyreek Stevenson, who had no business falling this far. He's a really good man corner out of Miami. And fucking I just put the graphic up and they're already at the Giants pick. Who the Giants pick? They have to take a wide receiver. My guess is A.T. Perry. Or John Michael Schmitz. That's even better. Like, he's a center out of Minnesota. That's even better, honestly, than a wide receiver. Like, so John Michael Schmitz was a guy that a lot of people felt like Hold on. Ooh, excuse me. Sorry about that. He was a guy that a lot of people felt like the Giants should have taken in the first round. So the fact that they were able to get him. Hold on one second. 20. There we are. The fact that they were able to. Oh, sorry. Yeah, his name is too long. The fact that they were able to get John Michael Schmitz in the second round when they easily could have spent a first round pick on him. That's really freaking good. So you walk out of this draft with Deonte Banks and John Michael Schmitz. So you get a really good secondary piece and you help on the interior of the offensive line in a big way. Good job, Giants. Good job, Giants. I like that. I like that fit a lot. And here are the Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys. Fucking A. Can I just take a breather for a second? So, the Dallas Cowboys are on the clock. Their pick is in. And they have selected... All right, well, is that Drew Pearson? I think it's Drew Pearson. He's at least giving a little speech, so it gives me time to, like, calm down for a second. Here we go. The Dallas Cowboys, the 58th pick in the draft. The Dallas Cowboys have picked Luke Schoonmaker. So they do get a tight end. Because you know they missed out on Dalton Kincaid in the first round. They missed out on Dalton Kincaid. They missed out on Dalton Kincaid, so you know they were going for a tight end. And I don't mind the idea of Luke Schoonmaker because he is like a bigger Dalton Schultz who just left in free agency to Houston. But my question is, why take Luke Schoonmaker when guys like Darnell Washington are still on the board, Zach Kuntz is still on the board? It's odd to me, like, because... And I don't hate the idea of Luke Schoonmaker in Dallas. It makes sense as to why, but I just wouldn't have taken him with Darnell Washington still sitting there. Or shit, even Zach Kuntz sitting there, I wouldn't have taken Luke Schoonmaker. And now the Buffalo Bills, their pick is in. Alrighty. The Buffalo Bills, who took Dalton Kincaid, who stole Dalton Kincaid from the Cowboys in the first round. Here we go. We're still in commercial break. I don't know if I'm going to be able to take a break at any point. Because these picks are just fucking flying, man. Oh, I'll take a break on the next commercial break. If I can. So, alrighty. So the Buffalo Bills at pick 59. How many second round picks are left? Hold on. Everything's being slow with me. And I don't get why. I don't get why everything is slow today. Everything is slow. Come on. Hurry up. Hurry up, 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 hurry up. I don't know why the draft taker page is taking so long to load. There we go. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Including this pick, 5 picks left in the second round. And then we're off to the third round. We are really just flying by this shit, man. If we're lucky, we can make it out before 11. Oh my God. Probably not, but hey, a man can dream. But here we go. The Buffalo Bills are on the clock. Okay. Come on now. We were in commercial break long enough. Here we go. The Buffalo Bills pick is finally in. I should probably have looked up where their logo is located in this. So the Buffalo Bills have picked... Oh my God, I just realized that's Fred Jackson. Holy shit. I haven't seen Fred Jackson in ages. Whoa. Here we go. The Buffalo Bills. There's Osiris Torrance. Oh my gosh. Again, he's another guy, guard out of Florida, that I felt like was good enough for the Buffalo Bills to take in the first round. The fact they got him in the second, let alone with the 59th pick in the second round, is insane. So they got a tight end who could probably replace Dawson Knox in the future. And they got a guard who could be a really good starting caliber guard in the future. A team that doesn't like running the ball, but when they can, they're not good at it. I like that. I like that pick a lot. Osiris Torrance falling all the way to 59. And of course he's a Buffalo Bill is insane. Of course he ends up being a Buffalo Bill. But here we go. The Cincinnati Bengals. Cincinnati Bengals. Here we go. Ooh, DJ Turner. The fastest man at the NFL Combine ran, what was it, a 4.26 official at the Combine? Corner out of Michigan, and he's not just a guy that just runs really fast. He is actually a really good corner. A little undersized, but he's still able to hold up well on the outside, though I think you would probably play him more on the inside. In the slot, that is. but he's still a really good player. And the Cincinnati Bengals, after they took Miles Murphy in the first round, DJ Turner to help solidify that secondary. That's a really good one. He made a pretty solid corner tandem with him and shit. What's his name? Oh no. I forgot his name. They signed him from Dallas a couple of years back. Oh no. Chidobe Awuzie. There we go. I don't know why I couldn't think of his name. But here we go. That's a solid pick. DJ Turner of the Bengals. I like that. And the Jacksonville Jaguars, the pick is in, and we've gone to commercial break, so I will take a slight break. All right, and I will be back in a bit. And we back. We are back just in time for the Jacksonville Jaguars, whose pick is officially in. And where is it? There they are. There are the Jacksonville Jaguars. And the Jaguars, and Fred Taylor is the one announcing the pick. Here we go. The Jags pick. They're a team that it doesn't matter. Brenton Strange. Brenton Strange, tight end out of Penn State. So they drafted a tight end who would have been there in like the 4th or 5th round over Darnell Washington. I understand the position because Evan Engram did only sign the franchise tag, and he's probably might walk at the end of the year. Who knows? But you're not letting him walk in favor of Brenton Strange. He's not the best athlete in the world, and he's just sort of okay at everything. Especially with what's going on with Darnell Washington? Oh, Houston's up. Their pick is in. But seriously, though, what is up with Darnell Washington and why... Oh, shit, sorry. Why are teams taking these other tight ends over Darnell Washington? Here we go. The Houston Texans is 62. Juice Shrugs. Okay. East West Shrine Game guy. I'll hate it. I'll hate that at all. Juke Scruggs out of Penn State. But, like, I mean, there's not a whole lot of, like, guards left outside of... Hold on, I forgot. Where was Houston's? Hold on. But, like, I'm still hung up on the whole, Darnell Washington thing, because why are teams just ignoring the hell out of... I know, like, some people might say he's overrated, and I understand why they would think that, but they are just ignoring the hell out of Darnell Washington. And by the way, Denver's first selection is up, and they got their pick in. They know who they want. They're going after him. Watch it be Hendon Hooker. That'd be the funniest fucking shit. Watch it be a quarterback. Watch them. I believe this is the last pick of the second round, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is the last pick of the second round. And the Denver Broncos, DeMarcus Ware announcing the pick. Oh, Cowboys fans are fucking pissed at that. Here we go. The first pick for the Denver Broncos. And it's... I'll let it be Hendon Hooker. That'd be the funniest shit. Marvin Mims. All right. Marvin Mims. I don't hate that. Marvin Mims Jr. to the Denver Broncos. I'm not upset at that. Now, Marvin Mims is a guy that, like, he has gotten some kind of buzz, but not like any significant hype. I mean, there is always that stigma around, like, Big 12 wide receivers, and rightfully so. I mean, it makes more sense when you think about it, like with Quentin Johnston even. Like, Big 12 receivers historically have not thrived in the NFL. But Marvin Mims, I mean, he's going to a spot where he's not going to be asked to be like a huge contributor now with Courtland Sutton and Jerry Jeudy there, though both those guys have been in trade talks, and who knows, maybe this pick could signal they're going to trade Jerry Jeudy at some point, maybe. But Marvin Mims, I like that. Though I'm just looking at like these receivers, and like Josh Downs is slipping into the third round is crazy to me. Cedric Tillman's still there. Jalen Hyatt, I mean, that's not surprising. Really, the only two surprises are Tillman and Downs still being on the board. Like, we saw Marvin Mims and Jonathan Mingo go before Josh Downs and Cedric Tillman. That's insane to me. Here we go, the Chicago Bears. This is the first pick of the third round. First pick of the third round, and the Bears are on the clock. Still only a minute left. They have not put in a pick yet. Now they have. Now the Bears have put in a pick. So the Bears, who could they go with here? They're honoring some veterans at the moment. So we're going to have to wait a bit on the Bears selection. Let's look at these. Oh, Keely Ringo is still there. I mean, that's not the most shocking thing in the world. Let's look at these corners real quick of who's still there. Clark Phillips, Darius Rush. I mean, there's nothing really shocking of who's still available as far as corners go. Let's see here. The Chicago Bears at pick 64. What does this team really need at this point? They got Darnell Wright. They drafted... Shit, who else did they draft in the second round? Names is... Oh, right, they drafted Gervin Dexter. They could also use some corner depth as well, absolutely. You use some D-line depth, period. Or offensive line depth, yeah. Because they don't really have a whole lot of line depth here. Who's some guys they can go with? Tackles in this range of guys. Not really any tackles. Chandler Zavala could be very fascinating. Chandler Zavala could be really fun. Andrew Voorhees. Luke Whippler's still there. There are definitely some good interior guys I can go with for sure. Unless they want to go with another receiver and take advantage of as depth and take advantage of someone like... But here's the thing, I feel comfortable with what they have in obviously DJ Moore and Chase Claypool and Darnell Mooney. But I wouldn't mind the idea of receiver depth. So draft a guy maybe who could be a good guy for them at this spot. Maybe Tank Dell. Tank Dell could be interesting. Oh, wait, we're at the point where we're announcing picks in the middle of commercial breaks. Thank God. Thank God for that. And it's Zach Pickens. All right, so they go interior defensive line. Zach Pickens, the first pick of the third round. I don't mind that. We're getting to the point in like the third round where there's really no such thing as like truly bad picks. Like most of these guys are you're really just drafting for depth pieces, especially on day 3. Like, but yeah, and now the Philadelphia Eagles are on the clock at pick 65. They obviously just fucking dominated the first round with not Jordan Davis, with a Jalen Carter and Nolan Smith. I don't even need to look at their hour lads because they're another team. Like, they're pretty damn near perfect. Though Josh Downs at this point would be insane value. Josh Downs at this point in the draft would be unbelievable. They get a first round, early second round caliber player. And the Eagles, their pick is in. Okay. Pick is in for the Eagles. But also in this third round, now you're starting to look at the idea of some backup quarterbacks. Now is the area where you're like, all right, a team's going to take a flyer on Hendon Hooker as a backup. And here we go. Philadelphia Eagles, their pick is in. If it's Josh Downs, that would be absolutely batshit insane. If it's to steal Josh Downs in the third round, Darnell Washington still being there just does not make sense to me. Here we go. Pick is in for the Eagles. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's get on with the show. So let's just say I feel like it'd be dumb at this point not to take advantage of the fact that Josh Downs is there, but if it's not the pick here, who would make sense? They can't take another defensive lineman. It doesn't make sense. Could they maybe even go with someone like Kelee Ringo? That'd also be a fascinating one. They can go with a running back here. And there's one guy that I think would be perfect. Dwayne McBride would be really fucking good here. So would Chase Brown, actually. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it could be a running back, like, because Chase Brown is like, he's very similar to Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders, who obviously just left in free agency to Carolina. He'd be a really fascinating pick here. But I don't care about this stupid interview. Let's just get on with the fucking pick, guys. Oh my God. I don't care. I don't care. Oh my God, I just realized DeJuan Jones is still on the board. This whole time I completely forgot about DeJuan Jones. I was thinking like there's no other tackles left. I completely forgot DeJuan Jones was still available. He's not the pick here, but I just saw like the best available still up, and I completely forgot he was there. He's not the pick by Philly, but they still haven't announced it for some weird fucking reason. I don't know why. Here we go. Why is it taking so long to announce this? Are we really prioritizing this fucking interview with an SNL actress who's a Chiefs fan over the announcement of a fucking pick? Are we really fucking doing this shit? I cannot fucking believe. ESPN, you're fucking stupid. You're fucking stupid, and I don't like this. And you're going to commercial break? Are you shitting me? Fuck this channel. Well, at least announce the pick during the commercial break at fucking least. How stupid is this fucking channel? How stupid. Did they already announce the pick at some point? And ESPN is just too stupid to show it? There we go. Philadelphia, finally. The selection. Tyler Steen. Again, over DeJuan Jones? Why? So, there we are. Where's Philly? I forgot where Philly was. That is not them. Where the fuck did Philly go? There. Hold on. I was so pissed off at how long that interview was taking that I didn't even properly prepare this. Tyler Steen. Wait, pick 66 just went. And I completely missed it. They had pick 65. Did I just miss pick 66? They took Tyler Steen. The Denver Broncos are on the clock now. Did I just miss it? Trying to figure that out. Wait, hold on. Fucking Jesus Christ. Let me... I think I might have missed a pick, guys. So the Eagles also took Tyler Steen. And they took Sidney Brown out of Illinois. Okay. Alrighty, so... Sidney Brown, safety out of Illinois. Only the third safety in this class taken. And now Denver's pick is in. Man, we're just... Now that we can do this during commercial breaks, we can just fly through this shit. So... Denver... Here we are. So Denver's pick is in. Man, Philly's having a pretty decent draft. Or pretty good draft. I don't understand the idea of Tyler Steen over DeJuan Jones. I don't get the idea of Tyler Steen when DeJuan Jones is still there. That doesn't make a lick of sense to me. But here we go. The Denver Broncos. I really want this Broncos team to draft a quarterback because that'd be so fucking funny. That would be so funny. Here we go. The Denver Broncos. On the clock. Or their pick is in. Drew Sanders. Okay. Hold on, Drew Sanders, linebacker out of Arkansas. Viewed by a lot of people as arguably the best linebacker in the draft. I like that. because let's look at their linebacker depth for a second, because they don't have a lot of good. They don't have like a ton of good linebacker depth. I mean, Josie Jewell's still there, Alex Singleton's still there, but outside of them, the Justin Strand, Jonas Griffin, yeah, and then Ray Wilborn. That's it. That's their depth. And Drew Sanders is good enough where he can be a starter over like an Alex Singleton and have him and Josie Jewell patrolling the inside back as the inside backers. He's good enough to be that. And now the Detroit Lions are on the clock at pick 68. And the pick is in for the Detroit Lions. Who the fuck could they even possibly go with? I don't even know anymore. At this point, I don't even know. Like, I don't feel like I can make a proper prediction with this team anymore. And then there we are. And then the pick is in for the Detroit Lions. At this point, we just wait because we don't even know anymore. Watch them go another running back just to fuck with us. Oh shit, there was a guy here. No, wait. The guy I was thinking about was Tyreek Stevenson, but he's long gone. Though they still do need corner. Who's a good corner that's still left at this point? Clark Phillips, Darius Rush. I mean, Keely Ringo's still there, but alrighty. So the Detroit Lions pick is in. They still have not announced it yet. I just realized, like, Adetabia Debawore is still there. They could be looking at edge guys as well. Yaya Diaby, Byron Young, Zach Harrison. How is Adetabia Debawore still available? How is DeJuan Jones still available? How is Josh Downs still available? And come on now, let's announce the pick here for the Lions. Let's go. This game frustrating, man. This game frustrating. They are trying to milk that. That's what they're thinking. They're like, we need to get this to midnight. We need to milk this as much as humanly possible. Well, word of advice, don't. Don't. But here we go. The Lions. Still need D-line. This absolutely could be a Tabia Debawore. Is that Amon-Ra St. Brown? Here we go. Hopefully he knows how to say Adetamia Debawore. Oh my God, they took Hendon Hooker. Oh my God, the Lions they just took Hendon Hooker. Wow. Hendon Hooker's a Detroit Lion, ladies and gentlemen. We were wondering where he was going to go. I wonder if they think he could potentially beat out Jared Goff at some point. Because he's not like a draft and develop guy for the sole reason that he's going to be 25 years old in his rookie year. So I mean, they did say he's ready to go week 1. That could just be a smokescreen. We don't know. But Hendon Hooker, that's interesting because this is a team that we thought would be thinking quarterback at some point because they know Jared Goff is not the future of this team. Jared Goff can only take this team so far. But can Hendon Hooker, if he does eventually take over, really be that much of a needle mover? I mean, I wouldn't put too much expectations on Hendon Hooker. He is a 3rd-round pick after all. But that's fascinating to me. And the Houston Texans their pick is in at pick 69. Nice. So Hendon Hooker is officially a Detroit Lion. Swapping out the orange for the blue. And Houston is there. So here we go. The Houston Texans. Man. Let's see here. There's a lot of options they can go with. They could keep building on the defense. They could still get a receiver. And Josh Downs is still there. He's still there. Josh Downs is still there. But before they announce it, I'm going to take a bathroom break real quick, and I will be right back very shortly. Hold on one moment. Never mind. I'll do it in a second. I'll do it in a second because the Texans pick is about to come up. It was literally right as I was about to come up. And it's Tank Dell. Wow, it's Tank Dell. I'll talk about that a little bit more when I come back, but interesting over Josh Downs. I like Tank Dell a lot. He's small, he's only 5'8", but he's probably the best route runner in this class. Really good out of the slot. But having him over Josh Downs is fascinating to me, though. But, okay, I'll do what I tried to do the first time, and I'll be right back fairly shortly. we are back. All right, so we didn't miss anything, though. The Vegas Raiders just took Byron Young out of Alabama, not to be confused with Byron Young out of Tennessee, though that is very confusing to some people. That this draft, there's two Byron Youngs, and they're both on the D line, and they're both from the SEC. This one that the Raiders just took is Byron Young out of Alabama. And hold on one second. Boom. There we go. So here we go. Pick 71, the New Orleans Saints. And the pick is in for them. So the pick is officially in for the New Orleans Saints. Alrighty. I got nervous at the idea if the Patriots traded out of pick 76. We're at pick. Oh, I'm looking at the draft tracker right now. They just took Kendre Miller, running back at a TCU. Huh. That's, again, fascinating considering there are some guys at his position on the board that I think are better than him. Hold on. There we go. Hey, let's there we are. Man, I hate this local shit. I hate these local things, bro, because it's like the graphic gets taken away and then picks get made and you miss them as a result. And it pisses me off. It pisses me off as a result. Like, I don't care about the Goldbergs. I literally could not care less. So in times like this, I have to rely. Oh my God. So apparently the pick is in for the Arizona Cardinals at pick 72. Though you wouldn't know that watching this because the graphics not up because they're playing local shit. Man, it's frustrating. When you get to the later rounds, it can be very frustrating. There we go. And then we go. So the Arizona Cardinals, the pick is in for them. Alrighty. Man, Kelee Ringo. It's why is Josh Downs still here? I'm sorry. How is Darnell Washington still here? I'm sorry. I can't get over the fact that DeJuan Jones, Darnell Washington, and Josh Downs are all still available. And we're getting close to the halfway point of round number 3. I just cannot wrap my head around that as to why. Here we go. The pick for the Arizona Cardinals still has not been announced yet. Oh, come on, man. Any good corners that they could take here? I mean, Darius Rush, Kelee Ringo's still there. If you want to convert him to safety, you absolutely could. If Budda Baker does get traded, then Kelee Ringo can step right in and be a strong safety for you. He has the size to do it. Clark Phillips, like probably a corner here of some sort. I would love for them to announce the pick, though. That would be fun. Wouldn't that be fun to, be at a draft and actually announce draft picks? That'd be a ton of fun, actually. I would like that very much. Ay vey, man. It's the waiting. It's the fucking waiting. It's like just send someone out and announce it already. Okay, so I'm assuming they're about to send somebody out. I'm assuming they are. Here we go. The Cardinals select Garrett Williams, corner out of Syracuse. Okay. They needed defensive back help badly. They needed they needed corner help badly after what's his name? Byron Murphy left in free agency. So he's a guy that I feel like he can be good enough to come in and be a good, at bare minimum, a good rotational piece. I think in this team, he's going to have to be a starter because who do they have in that corner room? I'm like scared to look at this Our Lads page. I'm fucking scared to look at this. They have Marco Wilson and Antonio Hamilton, and the Giants just made their selection. The New York Giants just made a selection. And it's Jalin Hyatt. Wow. Jalin Hyatt. So they finally go receiver and they go Jalin Hyatt. Out of Tennessee. Now, here's the thing. They do need receiver help. They do need speedsters. But his whole thing was speed, but he only ran a 4.4 at the combine. His body frame is really weird. He's really skinny. He's never faced press man coverage at Tennessee. So we have no idea how he is against man coverage. He pretty much only ran go routes at Tennessee. So maybe Brian Daboll, like if there's an offensive coach that would probably figure out how to use him, I would trust Brian Daboll to do that. So I'm going to give Brian Daboll the benefit of the doubt and hope that he knows that he has a plan for Jalin Hyatt. I'm going to hope that that's the case. And oh my God, the Cleveland Browns. I forgot they existed. The Cleveland Browns are here. They're not dead and gone. Cleveland Browns. Where the fuck is their logo? I don't even know where it is. There it is. And the Cleveland Browns, their pick is in. And Oh, come on. Here we go. Cedric Tillman. The Tennessee receivers go back to back. Oh my gosh. Damn. So both Tennessee receivers going back-to-back picks. Hyatt to the Giants, Tillman to the Browns. Their first pick of the draft, and it's a big one. Cedric Tillman falling to the third round. That's a steal in my eyes. The third round, and you get Cedric Tillman for the Browns. I like that. He's a really good, strong vertical threat as a jump ball guy. I like that for the Browns a lot. I really, really like that. So now, the real question is, where's Josh Downs going to go? And the Atlanta Falcons are on the clock. The pick is in for the Atlanta Falcons, and then New England is up next. We have to wait and see who Atlanta picks here. And the thing about Jalen Hyatt, like, they have him on an interview right now, but I'm sorry, Jalen Hyatt is a better not Jalen Hyatt. Josh Downs is a better receiver prospect than Jalen Hyatt. I'm sorry, he is. Like, Jalen Hyatt is just too big of a question mark to take over Josh Downs in my eyes, or even to take over Cedric Tillman, his own teammate. I don't get it. I mean, it's only the third round. I'm not gonna be that critical of it because hey, it's the third round. Why not just take a shot at him? But still, now the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons at pick 75. Who could this be? Oh my gosh. And Darnell Washington is still there. It's ridiculous, man. It really is. All right, we're still waiting for the Falcons pick to be announced. Shouldn't be that long. All righty. Atlanta. Maybe this could be a Josh Downs spot. That could be fun. Because who are some other receivers? Because I definitely think New England's looking at a receiver at this upcoming pick, at pick 76. But first, we got to get through Atlanta. Josh Downs still there. Michael Wilson is still there. A.T. Perry is a fun one. Raheem Jarrett. Those are really only the day two guys I can think of. I mean, Parker Washington, maybe. But here we go. Come on now. Announce Atlanta's pick already. Bro. Come on now. Come on, man. You can do it. I know you can do it. Come on. It's ridiculous. Okay, so here we go, finally. The Atlanta Falcons selection. If it's Josh Downs, I'll be so disappointed. Like one pick before us, I'll be so disappointed if it's Josh Downs. It's Zach Harrison, defensive end out of Ohio State. Oh my gosh. If the Patriots at pick 76, assuming they don't trade back, because at this point, why the fuck would they? Why would they trade back? They still have 9 draft picks left. There's no reason to. Especially if they take Josh Downs in the 3rd round, bro. That would be insane. But we have to wait for them to get through the graphics on here to know it for sure if the pick is in or if they traded down. So Zach Harrison, an edge rusher out of Ohio State. Here we go. All right, the Patriots are on the clock. Remember, they already took Christian Gonzalez. They already took Keion White. And the pick is in for the New England Patriots. After this, they still have 9 picks left. Here we go. The New England Patriots, if they fucking take Josh Downs, who the fuck? I'm not even going to set myself up for failure if they don't. Huh? They have not taken a single offensive play. Marty Mapu out of Sacramento State. What? What? I don't even know who that is. I'm trying to find him. I don't know who that is. Did this fucking team really just spend a 3rd round pick on a fucking guy I've never heard of? With Josh Downs still on the board? Are you fucking kidding me? This fucking team. How the fuck did they manage to piss me off with a 3rd round pick? How the fuck did they manage to do that shit? I don't know who that is. I don't know who the fuck that is. And that's infuriating. And my TV just fucking shut off for some reason. I don't even know who the fuck that is. I can't even find him. Fucking team. And something happened to my TV. Come on. I have to fucking... Yeah, even my TV got pissed off at that shit. What the fuck? I don't get it. Do they just not like offense? Does Belichick just not like offensive players? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand it. We're having trouble. Why? What the fuck happened? Something happened to my Hulu, bro. What the fuck is going on? Now I'm all kinds of pissed. Now I'm just all kinds of pissed off right now, man. I don't even know who the fuck that was. He's a linebacker out of Sacramento State. Belichick just couldn't fucking help himself, could he? You have fucking 4 fourth-round picks, 4 sixth-round picks, and you fucking spend them on your third with fucking... And Tucker Kraft goes to Green Bay. I probably missed a shit ton of picks because I don't know who the fuck that is. This fucking team sometimes, man. This fucking team. Even after an incredible pick in the first round, they still managed to piss me off. At least the NFL Network has their fucking picture of them. Oh, and the other Byron Young went to the Rams and we missed it because my TV decided to have a fucking aneurysm. And Josh Downs goes to fucking... And Josh Downs goes to the fucking Colts. Are you shitting me? Are you fucking shitting me? This fucking team, I can't. Where the fuck are the Colts on this? Where are they on this? Pick 20. This fucking team, bro. This fucking team pisses me off. I can't with this, bro. Why don't you like offense? Why? All right. Hold on. I need to... We're in a commercial break anyway. I'm going to take a break for a second and cool off. Okay. I've cooled off. I've cooled off. And now, I don't even know how many picks we missed after Josh Downs. Saw the Panthers have traded up at some point. And they had a pick in, but I couldn't see who it was. If my thing would load, man, man, that took so much energy out of me. Like, it's just DJ Johnson. Okay. I'm gonna try second effort to find Marty. Hold on. Alrighty. Nope. Can't find him. I'm like, why? Like I've gotten to the point where it's just kind of like, why? Why did you spend a third round pick on a linebacker from what, a D2, D3 school? Why? Can I please ask why? Spent a third round pick. I should probably update this graphic because it's the more I look at that name Josh Downs, the more I'm just going to be sad. And the Titans pick is in. Fuck that name. He could be good for all I know, and I couldn't tell you. Is that who that is? They're talking about Tyjae Spears right now. Is that who the Titans just picked? Did he go at some point? I didn't realize it. He did go. It is Tyjae Spears. For the Tennessee Titans. Don't tell me that New England has to trade back into the third, right? They have all that draft capital. Man, it's such a bummer. It really is just such a fucking bummer. Man, shit, dude. That really like took so much wind out of my sail, man. If we legit just don't make another pick tonight and we don't take some of the other 9 draft picks that we have, like that's the thing. Like you could have drafted that guy in like the 6th round, you know that, right? They're aware of that, right? I don't think Belichick understands draft value half the time. I really don't. I genuinely don't think he understands the concept of draft value. And the Bucks pick is in. Oh. So the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yaya Diaby. Like, what's wrong with What was wrong with Yaya Diaby? Like, I'm going to list off some linebackers that they could have gone with over the instead of the guy they just fucking took. If I can fucking... I accidentally exited out of the draft board. Here are some fucking linebackers that they could have taken instead of him. Versace Dennis is still on the board. Deion Henley is still on the board. Ivan Pace is still on the board. Dean Winters. Henry To'oTo'o. Ventrell Miller. My fucking lord. Seahawks traded the pick to the Denver Broncos. Yay, isn't that so fucking great? What a concept. Teams trading up. What a fucking concept. Oh, my fucking eye. What's in my eye? Yeah. Okay, so Denver... There we go. So, the Denver Broncos have traded up with the Seattle Seahawks. Their pick is in. Can you please? Please tell me this fucking team is going to make a move to get back into the third round. Darnell Washington is still on the board. Who are some other receivers that are worth taking? A.T. Perry. I'm wondering if they're thinking they could just get A.T. Perry in like the 4th round. That'd be something, honestly. I wouldn't hate that idea. A.T. Perry in the 4th. Assuming he's there in the 4th. Man, I'm just... That 3rd round pick just took so much wind out of my sail, man. It's infuriating. It really fucking is. So the Denver Broncos pick is in. Did they already make the pick and they just haven't announced it yet? They have not announced the pick yet. I'm looking down at my phone because they don't have the graphic on the screen anymore because it's a local commercial. Like New England, you're telling me you can't use like one of the 4 4th round picks you have or one of the 4 6th rounders you have to trade back into the 3rd with how many picks are left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 picks, including this one, left in tonight's draft of day 2 at least. And the Broncos pick is officially in. Riley Moss. Okay. Riley Moss out of Iowa. The ultra rare white corner that they have listed at safety because they can't handle the concept of a white corner. So yeah, I mean he was a guy he played pretty well at the Senior Bowl. A lot of the defensive backs played really well at the Senior Bowl. So here he is, Riley Moss heading to the Denver Broncos. And the pick is in for the Miami Dolphins. It's like 19 picks left in this draft, and you're telling me, oh shit, Devon Achane just went to Miami. Oh shit, hold on. And then where's Miami? Where is it? That's not it. There it is. So there we go. Devon Achane to the Miami Dolphins. And he's a guy that got a lot of hype because he's fat. He is fast as shit. He is really goddamn fast. It's just his body type is so weird to the point where his body type doesn't really exist currently in the NFL. So we don't really know how well he's going to do because all he really is just fast. He has really no other element to his game other than he's fast. But he went to Miami, so I'm sure that Mike McDaniel's going to find a good way to use him somehow. Like New England, trade back into the first. You sons of bitches. Or not the first. The fucking third. The pick is in for the Chargers. And then there we go. The Chargers. Deion Henley. Like New England, if you wanted a running back, what was wrong with Deion Henley? What was wrong with him? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I do not get it in the goddamn slightest. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just that pick, that third round pick just completely took me out of it. And too. Like that they're probably just sitting there. Hell, they're probably not even sitting in the draft room anymore. They probably just left. They legit probably just left. They're like, all right, boys, our night is done. Fucking idiots. Fucking idiots, bro. And I was ready to turn a corner on them because I was so happy with Christian Gonzalez. Only for Belichick to revert back into Belichick, the GM. And just make stupid pick after stupid pick. This team that traded up in the second round the last two drafts all of a sudden doesn't want to fucking think about doing it. It just, it boggles my fucking mind, man. And the Baltimore Ravens now are on the clock at pick 86. They have not made a selection yet. Marty Mapu. Who the fuck even is that? I don't know who that is. And watch. Baltimore's going to draft Darnell Washington, even though they already have Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely, but they're going to draft him because fuck you. Atabi Adebawore, Dewan Jones. Shit, I mean, if you wanted a defensive player, you could have just drafted Atabi Adebawore. I mean, my fucking lord, guys. My lord. New England. My fucking lord. I don't know what your problem is. I don't know what your problem is. Like, Baltimore is... Oh, the pick is in for Baltimore. The pick is in for them finally. Minnesota Vikings are on the clock now. And Baltimore, who has not had a pick what is it? I'll try and find, because apparently Daniel Jeremiah just said that he loves him. Marty Mapu, that is, at Sacramento State, but I'll have to look at him, and who knows, maybe my tune on him will completely change, but it's just seeing that. It's just seeing that. I'll try and find some stuff on him tonight and see what happens. And then I'll come back tomorrow and give you my assessment. If I, in fact, can find him. Apparently, Daniel Jeremiah is saying, like, he's what the modern linebacker looks like. So, he's Daniel Jeremiah. I'm gonna trust his word. And who knows, I might end up eating shit after this. Because knowing our luck, I'll bitch about it now, but he'll probably turn into like a Pro Bowl linebacker just because fuck you. He'll turn into the next Jerron Mayo because, hey, why not? Who knows? But here we go. The Baltimore Ravens, their pick has not been announced yet. I'm going back and forth between the draft tracker on my phone and the TV. Torrey Smith is up there announcing the pick. Trenton Simpson, linebacker out of Clemson. Okay. Okay. That's something. It's not really all that good, but in the third round, I'm not going to overtly complain about it. Here we go. Minnesota on the clock at picks 87. And including this one, there are 1, 2, 16 picks left tonight. Here we go. Come on. Minnesota, pick 87. At this point, we're at the point in the draft where you're just taking depth pieces. You're not even drafting for need at this point. Though the Patriots still should draft for need because Dewan Jones was still on the board and Josh Downs was still on the board and Darnell Washington is still on the board. Okay. I'm going to try and be like, oh, the Niners traded up. We have a trade, and it's the San Francisco 49ers. Holy shit, this is going to be the Niners' first pick of the night. Which means, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see the 49er logo for the first time in this entire draft weekend. And the 49ers pick is already in. Jair Brown. Okay. Safety out of Penn State. So it's okay. I mean, like I said before, this is a really, really weak safety class. So there's really nobody else you can take in this draft that you're going to be like over the moon excited about. But clearly, the 49ers were enough to the point where they felt like they had to trade up in order to get him. All right, so that means the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the Jaguars pick is already in. The Jaguars pick is already in. There's that, and then bada bing, bada boom. And the pick is in for the Jaguars. And the pick. There we go. The Rams are on the clock after. Tank Bigsby. Okay. Oddly enough, no Dwayne McBride yet. That's kind of surprising that Dwayne McBride has not gone off the board. Israel Benaconda is still there. Roshan Johnson, who was Bijan's backup running back at Texas, he's still there. Sean Tucker, Chase Brown's still there. Mo Ibrahim, I mean he's a guy that you take like in the 5th or 6th. But Dwayne McBride still being there is kind of surprising. The fact that Tank Bigsby got drafted over him. To the Jacksonville Jaguars. And now the Rams are on the clock. What are they thinking about here? I mean, are any corners you like taking here? Let's see who's here. Keely Ringo still there. Clark Phillips, Darius Rush. All these guys are still there. And the linebackers, Ventrell Miller. I'm curious whoever lands for Sashi Dennis. I'm really curious who lands him. Dorian Williams is still there. Ventrell Miller. Dean Winters, Ivan Pace. These could all be logical landing spots. I just want to see New England make one more pick in the night just so I could feel good about myself. Never mind. And it won't be here because the Rams pick is in. Putting the Cowboys on the clock. Ah, there we go. So the pick is in for the Rams. It's pick 89th overall. Already took Steve Avila, Byron Young out of Tennessee. Okay, so Still has not gotten a pick in. We're in a commercial break, but we have not. I should probably I should probably change this. Hold on. Where are the Rams on this? Rams are ninth. Here we go. Maybe the Rams go running back here. You never know. Maybe they go running back here. They absolutely could. I can see like an Israel Anaconda potentially. Alrighty, come on now. Let's go. Come on. I can only do this for so long, people. I can only do this for so long. Alrighty, thank God. Like Kobe Turner at a Wake Forest. I like that. I like that a lot. Kobe Turner in the third round to the Los Angeles Rams. Okay, so definitely one of the more underrated defensive tackles in this class. I like that pick in the third. All right, so the Dallas Cowboys. The pick is in for the Cowboys. There we go. And then here we go. The Dallas Cowboys at pick 90. And I'm looking at the draft tracker. There's still no Patriot logo on here. God damn it. This team really just is content with just letting the clock fucking wind down. Or not the clock wind down. What am I doing? It's getting late. We've been here for a while. We've been streaming for over 3 hours now, man. And here we go. The Cowboys pick is officially in. DeMarvin Overshown. Okay. Huh. Another guy that... All right, now we're getting to guys where I'm not... Some guys I'm not like entirely familiar with. I mean, he's a Texas linebacker, so... Shit. In the... Hey, stay in state. I don't blame him. Here we go. The Buffalo Bills now at pick 91, and the pick is already in for them. The Buffalo Bills. There we are. There's our logo. And then where the fuck is their... Look at the Cowboys. I scrolled past them. There they are. And now... Alrighty. So the Buffalo Bills pick is in. Oh my God, if they get DeJuan Jones, I swear to God. I swear to God, if they get DeJuan Jones. I'm going to cry if they get DeJuan Jones. I might actually fucking cry if they get DeJuan Jones. Really? They got some fucking influencer announcing the pick? God fucking damn it. And this fucker's gonna milk it too. This fucking Crinshow's gonna milk it too. Alright, thank God we have the draft tracker. Dorian Williams, linebacker out of Tulane. Every linebacker that gets drafted, the more I'm just like, what was wrong with him instead of who we fucking got? Look, they're still fucking cheering. Like, you're getting to the point in the draft where fans are cheering for guys that they've never heard of before. That's the thing. They're cheering for guys they've never fucking heard of before. But Dorian Williams, I mean, they got him in the back end of the fucking third. Which is about the range I expected him to go in. It's good. It's good. Maybe he can step in for Tremaine Edmonds, who left in free agency. But here we go. Oh boy, the Kansas City Chiefs. Or no. Is it the Chiefs or the Bengals? On TV it says the Chiefs, but on the here it says the Bengals. Did the Bengals trade up? I think the Bengals might have traded up here. No, it was the Chiefs that traded up. Sorry. That was confusing for a second. So the Chiefs traded up. There we go. And then again, who knows? Oh, they might take eight. Wait, did they already? No, they can't take a receiver. They already took Rashee Rice. I was about to say, don't take A.T. Perry. He's the last receiver that I'm like truly like would be happy. I mean, not entirely. I mean, Parker Washington's still there. Raheem Jarrett's still there. I mean, and then tomorrow you got guys like Xavier Hutchinson, Kayshon Boutte, maybe Bryce Ford Wheaton, Trey Palmer. There are some guys, but like really the only like A.T. Perry and maybe Raheem Jarrett. Like at this point, like I'm just praying. How is Darnell Watt? Don't. Kansas City, if you fucking take Darnell Washington, I might actually cry. Pittsburgh Steelers are on the clock. If the fucking Kansas City Chiefs draft goddamn Darnell Washington, I might shut the fucking stream off, honestly, and just fucking call it a wrap. Oh, God. Okay. So they're sending someone out to announce it. Don't take forever. Oh, my gosh. Okay. I don't know who these guys are. I'm gonna be real. I have it unmuted, so it could be really important. I just won't know. Oh my God, Keely Ringo's still on the board is crazy. Jordan Battle, Darius Rush. How's DeJuan Jones still on the board? That's what I'm wondering. Why is DeJuan Jones still on the board? Here we go. Kansas City Chiefs at pick 92. And the Chiefs select Wayon Morris. Okay. Again, did DeJuan Jones like get drafted at some point and I just missed it? Because why are the Chiefs taking Wanya Morris over DeJuan Jones? Am I stupid? Did he already get drafted and I just didn't realize it? Hold on. Let me, let me do some investigating because maybe. Okay, so here's some available. Yo, he is available. DeJuan Jones is still available. So what's going on? Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna take a little break. We're at a commercial break, so I'm gonna take a break. I'll be right back in a bit. And we're back. And Darnell Washington just went to Pittsburgh. Fucking A, man. I'm just sad. I'm just fucking sad at this point, man. Like, I don't get it. Like, why can't Bill Belichick help himself? Or even are they? I just don't, for the life of me, understand how Bill Belichick can look at Josh Downs and Darnell Washington on the board and take a fucking D2 linebacker with a third round pick. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense. It does not compute. It doesn't compute in the slightest. Arizona. One, two, including this one, 9 picks are left. And it's the Arizona Cardinals now. And there they are. So the Cardinals pick is in. And it's Michael Wilson. There's finally Michael Wilson, wide receiver out of Stanford. I really like that pick. I like that pick a lot. And I'm getting the feeling that there's not going to be any like good receivers by the time we're in the fucking 4th round. And it's like, it's fucking depressing. I just don't get. I don't get why Belichick just can't fucking help himself. It doesn't make sense. Hold on, I'll be right back. 1 second. Hold on. And we're back. Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock, and they have selected... Huh? Oh, he's just making a speech. He's just making a speech. That's all. That's all it is. Snatty is... Jordan Battle. Out of Alabama. Safety out of Alabama. Okay. That's something. That's something fun. That's something really fun, actually. And ladies and gentlemen, we are officially in the compensatory picks now, with the Detroit Lions trading up to pick 96. We're officially in the compensatory pick range of the third round, and there are 7 draft picks left, and then we will be officially wrapping up the night. And then Detroit is where? Pick 18. There we go. The Lions still have not made a pick. They have, actually. Broderick Martin out of Western Kentucky. Defensive tackle out of Western Kentucky is the pick. And the pick for the Commanders is in immediately after. Let's see here. Who knows? We might fly by these next 6 picks. Who knows? That'd be fun. All right, so I finally dug some digging a little bit on Marty Mapu. The NFL has this description on him, a pick analysis. A classic Patriots safety pick, Mapu profiles very similarly to Kyle Duggar and can contribute to special teams at safety or as a sub-package linebacker. He's not yet refined but has some fascinating upside. Okay. So they basically just drafted another Kyle Duggar. If that's the case, then I can get behind that because Kyle Duggar's a beast. If that's the case, I can get behind that. All right. If they basically just drafted like a bigger Kyle Duggar, I can be okay with that. It's just also, it's like we need offensive guys at some fucking point. Unless they feel comfortable with the receiving core that we currently have. Which I don't blame them for being comfortable with the receiving core, because it's not a bad group we got. And by the way, did Washington make their selection yet? I mean, the pick is in, but I don't know if it's been announced. It has not been announced yet. We're just waiting on that. Let's go. Come on. Washington. 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 So, here we go. Come on. Commanders pick. Now, the good news about at least us being New England, is because they have so many fourth round picks, they actually have the ability to put some bodies in. Because they now have 4 fourth round picks and 4 sixth round picks. Like, they still have 7 picks remaining after this draft. Actually, no. No, that's not the right math. 9 picks. They still have 9 picks after this. Unless they are legit just going to use all 9. Which, like, if that's the case, shit. Like, but anyway, Washington in 97. We're just like, we're sitting here waiting. Just waiting. Here we go. Ricky Stromberg, center out of Arkansas. Okay. There we go. Oh, Ricky. There we go. And then Cleveland at pick 98. So we got 5 picks left. 2 of them are owned by the San Francisco 49ers. So here we go. There's that. Cleveland Browns. The pick is in for the Cleveland Browns, who, with their first pick of the draft, was in the 3rd round. They used that to take Cedric Tillman, which was insane. But here we go. The Browns pick. Siaki Ika. Okay. Siaki Ika, the big guy, the big nose tackle out of Baylor. I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. You know, for a team that hasn't had a lot of draft picks in the Cleveland Browns and picks later on, they got 2 really good football players in Cedric Tillman and Siaki Ika. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. The Browns have kind of impressed me up to this point. And then the San Francisco 49ers are next with pick 98. And there we are. And they're still on the clock. The 49ers are. And the pick is officially in for the 49ers. So they have, here we go. 49ers select. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, 98 picks in. And we have our first kicker. We have our first kicker. Jake Moody out of Michigan. The first kicker off the board to the 49ers. Yes. Yes. Oh, that just made me happy. I was kind of down. I was getting kind of bored, and that just made me so happy. That made me so happy, man. Oh, shit. That's awesome. That's fucking awesome. Oh, I needed that. I needed that, man. But anyway, here we go. Pick 99 with the Raiders. They're still on the clock, and their pick is officially in. 3 more picks left in the night, including this one. And there's that. Now the Raiders, could this be a Kelee Ringo spot? Because he's still on the board. Jake Hayner's still there. DTR's still there. Could this be a DTR landing spot or a Jake Hayner landing spot? I could totally see a quarterback being taken here. Here we go. Let's see here. Here we go. The pick is in for the Raiders. This is officially pick 100. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Go. So, the Raiders pick is in, pick 100 of the NFL draft. Oh, shit. Of the NFL draft belongs to the Las Vegas Raiders. Kelee Ringo still there. Adetomiwa Adebawore still there. DeJuan Jones is still available. How and why? How and why is the question here. Ooh, they take Trey Tucker, wide receiver out of Cincinnati. There's another Cincinnati receiver everyone's kind of like fawning over, Tyler Scott. But Trey Tucker's the first Cincinnati receiver off the board. That's interesting. That is very, very interesting. San Francisco 49ers are on the clock, and their pick is in already. And where is... There. 49ers pick is in. And then after that will be the Minnesota Vikings. And then that will put a wrap on night 2. Where is it for a second? Minnesota. There they are. Here we go. Pick is in for the Niners, and it's Cameron Latu. Tight end out of Alabama. The last best tight end on the board is like Zach. Like, I'm so curious to see where Zach Kuntz goes. And then finally, ladies and gentlemen, has finally arrived the last pick of the draft. And it's the Minnesota Vikings at pick 102. And that pick is officially in. Here we go. Now we wait for the final pick of round 3 and the final pick of the night. The Vikings have only had one draft pick so far in this entire draft, and that was Jordan Addison, 23rd overall. That pick is in. I'm looking back and forth to see which one it pops up on first. Here we go. Hopefully this Vikings guy doesn't take as long as the last Vikings guy did last year. Oh, it's Robert Smith. Don't take a fucking long ass time like the dipshit last year did, dude. Please. It's the last pick of the night. You all want to fucking go home, go to bed. Here we go. Mekhi Blackman. Corner at a USC. Okay. Was he I could be mistaken. Was he another Senior Bowl guy? I think he was. I could be mistaken on that. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Finally, it is over. Night 2 is finally done. I will be back here at noon tomorrow for the start of day 3, the third and final day of the NFL draft. With that being said, I am Double D.